Hello, my name is Alexander Ermenkov and I'm presenting today Ruling Reality. So during this series of 30 videos, I'm going to explain to you how reality works, what is happening within the reality, how to interact within your reality, and ultimately how to become the ruler of your own reality. This is the outcome that you are going to have in the end of day 30. You are going to be confident that you are the one that is owning and ruling your own reality. So how we can define reality, how I'm doing it, and how everything exists according to me. So we can say that everything happens when we wake up, when we open our eyes, our reality starts to be experienced, and when we close our eyes in the evening, then we are stopping of experience the outer reality, and then we go to sleep. All of us know this, of course, and then we need to answer to more questions. What is the meaning of the inner world, everything that is happening within you, and then what is the meaning of the outer world, what is happening around you during the day. And also I can just very briefly tell you how, according to me, the subconscious and the conscious part of you is working. So I'm going to start my presentation and explanation with what is happening with the person when he wakes up. At least this is what I have been doing for the last maybe more than a year, and what I have realized that it is very important for you to observe everything that is happening with you during all the 24 hours, and to be very much aware of why there are such cycles, why these two cycles of sleeping and being away exist in the human being. Of course, we know through the nature that there is day and night. Of course, we know that there is a sunshine during the day and that there is darkness, there is moon, stars, and so on. But the problem is that we are so well aware about the obvious that we don't even ask ourselves questions why everything is created the way it is. So I'm going to now explain to you how I am understanding the way the day is working. So first of all, when you wake up and you go through all of your day till the evening, this is one part of your life. Then when you go to sleep, you don't remember more of the things that are happening during these 8 hours, and these are the two main parts of your day and night. But then there are also two important parts that are going to help you understand more reality, and I have called these transitions. The first transition is what is happening before, a little bit before you are waking up, what is happening while you are waking up, and what happens after you become fully aware and when you enter into your day. So there are the two transitions during the reality of a person, and the first transition is the waking up, and you can make the allegory from the nature. It is the sunrise period. And then in the evening, when you go to bed, there is also a transition in the person, and this is in relationship to the second transition, which is the sunset. We all know from nature that, and we all like the sunrises and the sunsets. A lot of people that are making photographs really like these two periods. So maybe more of you know that a lot of people are having their morning routines. Some people are in the 5 morning club. A lot of successful people know how to use these transition times between going to bed and waking up in the morning. So these are maybe the two transitioning routines which are very important. So I'm going to explain to you how I'm doing it and why understanding the cycles of the 24-hour day is very important also to understand that you have an inner world and that you have an outer world. And for example, during the morning when you wake up, more of the people are just going through the day and immediately they take the telephone, they start looking around what I need to do, and they wake up just in, let's say, 5 minutes or even 2 minutes, they are immediately into the action. But does things happen the same way in nature? Do we have the sunrise just happening in 5 minutes or in 2 seconds? No. Everything in the nature is happening gradually. When the sunset is coming, it's also happening gradually. So for me, the big secret of understanding your own reality is to learn how to use these two transitional periods between going in a state of to be fully awake and active and going into the state of retreat and coming into your bed and going into your dream world. It is also connected with understanding your conscious living during the day and your subconsciousness, which is very active during the night period, and then to learn how everything interacts. So, according to me and how I view reality, it is very important to understand that what is happening when you open your eyes, you are starting to receiving the feedback from your 5 senses. Your mind starts to generate and to transform everything into data. Your mind also creates meaning of every information that comes into your head, and so on and so on. During the night, other processes are happening. So you have these two parts of your life. Maybe 1/3 of your life is anyway going to be in a sleep state, and not more than 2/3 of your life are going to be in awake mode. And of course, if you put these transitions in the morning and in the evening, then it becomes very differently when you create these routines. Of course, all of us know that these routines of transitions are the most fighted thing for. We never have time for them, we always make excuses, and we don't even understand why this is so important. So in my first presentation for the series of the ruling of your reality, I want you to very well understand these 4 cycles. And just to give you a brief glimpse about how important is living and how important is you to understand reality, just imagine this scenario. Once you wake up, during all the day, what is happening? More of the things that are happening, you already know that they're going to happen because they are set from previous dates, some of the things even from previous years, and you are most certain that when you wake up, you will be in your house, there will be a wife around you, you will have kids, and so on. So more of the 80% of what is going to happen during your day as we call it, the daily routine, you know what is going to happen. Maybe it's not more than 15 to 20% of things that can happen which are not expected, and for some people it's not more than 1, 2, 3% of their daily routine where it can happen something unexpected. So we go through the day in total certainty, then we go into the night, we don't remember our dreams, we don't care about what is happening with us during the night, and so on and so on, and we live through all our life and we don't understand why we actually are here, what we are doing during our awakening in the reality, and what is happening and what are the processes going on. Let me just give you one suggestion about what is happening during your day. How I'm sure what is happening during your day? I'm sure because I know what is happening during my day. Of course, I understand that during the day, more of the things are according to your plan. You know a lot of the things that are happening because you have already set in the past what is going to happen for you today, and even a lot of you know what is going to happen next month, what is going to happen even next year, because you have so many plans and so on. So exactly during the day, 90% of what is happening is already planned from the previous moments of your life. So then what we are observing during the day is actually more of the past. So during the day we are living, but almost everything is that we are experiencing our past actions. We are experiencing the consequences of what we have chosen years ago, days ago, months ago, and so on. How I'm explaining for myself these two worlds. When I wake up, I'm entering the world of effects, the world where everything that is going to happen during the day is caused by the causality and by everything that I have done during all my previous days, years, and so on. Also, my thinking is working the same way. In my thinking, when I wake up, I already know more of the thoughts that are coming into my mind. I know what is going to happen. I am very confident about all my logic. I'm very confident about everything around me. I know all my probabilities. Of course, I know all my limitations and so on. But also, it is very important when you wake up and when you understand that now you are going to observe during the day more of your past. You are going to observe more of the consequences of what you have already done through all your previous experiences in the history. So 90% of the time you are experiencing what you have already generated from the previous events. So then when you go during the day, maybe for some of you it's boring, for some of you it is exciting, but it is very good to understand what is the meaning of the outer reality and the outer world, and why it's interconnected with your inner world and with what is happening with you when you are closing your eyes and when you are thinking and strategically putting things that you want to be in your existence tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and so on. So once you understand that nothing is happening just because it's happening, and that everything is happening because you are the one who was actively involved in everything that is going to appear in your reality today during the day, in your reality tomorrow, in your reality after 5 years, after 10 years, then your life becomes very interesting. So how I'm doing my daily routine and what's the meaning of the morning transition. During the morning transition, I wake up, I start to condition my mind approximately for more of the people that understand how reality works. It takes from 5 to 8 o'clock. The most time that is good for this is up to 3 hours. I'm able to go through this transitional period in something like 1 to 2 hours. I'm comfortable. Of course, I know a lot of people that they say that they can do it for 1 minute, for 10 minutes, for 20 minutes. But I tell you, as more time as you take for these transitions to be natural for you, the more you are going to enjoy life and you are going to understand why life works the way it works. So these are the 4 basic principles. You need to understand what is happening with you while you are awake. You need to understand then during the evening what is going to happen with you while you go to sleep. You need to have these sacred moments for you, the morning and the evening routine, through which you go from one state into the other with total understanding why everything is happening within your life. So this is what we are going to learn during these 30 days, is how reality works, why reality works this way, and what are the tools that we are using during going through our daily reality. And also another allegory and another paradox that I like to use a lot is that when you work with your inner world, in your inner world, nothing is 100% sure, everything is in motion, nothing is 100% concrete. And when you go in the wake-up mode and in the outer reality, then almost 90% of everything starts to be formed. We call it the material world, we call it the world where everything is concrete. A lot of people are even telling that everything is 100% sure, they know what is going to happen exactly, maybe up to 90%, and there everything looks like that it is fixed. But actually everything is in such an interaction. In your inner world everything is moving and everything is possible and everything is in motion, and then in your outer world it looks like that everything is stuck, that everything is moving very slowly, and this is created in this way for a meaning. There is a reason why we have this material world. There is a reason why things are moving very slowly in the material world, and there is a reason why you can feel such a possibility to do whatever you want during your inner world observation and your inner world experiences. And also very important thing is to understand that the interaction between these 2 worlds is happening all the time. You can feel it more strongly in the mornings and in the evenings, but during the day you can also stay in full awareness that everything that is happening around you, it is because it has been created and it has been generated through past experience of you and people around you. Now during the day when I go around buildings, I know that this building was first in the mind of somebody. I know and understand that there were a creative team working on it, that this building is not just there because it has always been there, that there was a time in the past that this thing was in the creative mode, then it came to an existence, now I'm experiencing it, but it has never been like this all the time. For me, it looks like a fixed reality, but if you look it from the perspective of 100 and 200 years, almost everything that you're experiencing today didn't exist 200 years ago. So this is it for today, guys. I want you to first understand the fundamentals of why reality is constructed the way it is, and long term during this series we are going to move deeper into the obvious. For me, the best line of thought that you are going to experience these 30 days is that you are going to understand where is the truth hidden. For me personally, the truth is hidden in the obvious. I love to explore and to experience the obviousness. Thank you and bye bye.